over old ground, because I think a lot of people who followed it would have known about these kind of arguments. But I suppose the argument really that when we talk about the VADA testing and the UCAD testing and all that kind of stuff, I suppose the real question is, what's the point in going and paying 40 grand for a VADA test that if it fails, the British Board of Boxing Control aren't getting on board with it, don't recognise it? Is there not a moral question in this, that when there's a failed drugs test, you have to appreciate there's a failed drugs test and don't ask the fighters, because they are going to fight, aren't they? Everyone involved is going to want to make their money from this fight because it's been organised. When something is a failed drugs test, doesn't everybody involved have a moral obligation to say, until we get to the bottom of this, there's no fight going ahead?
Yeah, just on your first point, that's not really true. I mean...
Hi all, that's D Punch Out TV. How are you all doing? Just listening, I listened to it earlier, Eddie Hearn on TalkSports today, talking about Conor Benn and what's happening. He's saying that in the next couple of days or next 48 hours, Conor Benn's going to make a statement, and apparently they're going to produce evidence or something like that. But just getting back, listening to this interview today on TalkSports, I noticed how Eddie's gone on there when Simon Jordan wasn't there, who would have asked him proper questions. He's gone on there when Laura Wood's there and Ali McCoist. Well, Ali McCoist is a former professional footballer, and Laura Woods works for DAZN. So, to me, listening to it, the questions what he was asked, they were tippy-tappy questions. And Fast Eddie was tapping his way, hot stepping his way around the questions. Kept going off boil, talking about different things. He was going on about Oscar Rivas, saying when Dillian Whyte popped dirty for Oscar Rivas, Dillian Whyte had a hearing. Conor Benn hasn't had the chance to have a hearing. Apparently because it was UCAD what got Dillian Whyte, and it was VADA what have had Conor Benn. But as we all know, the B sample for Dillian Whyte never come back. He's saying that UCAD don't recognise VADA as a testing company. Then Laura Woods asked him the question of, well, what's the point in paying for a VADA test if the British Boxing Board of Control are not going to recognise it? It's just all one big frigging mess. He's saying that it was the British Boxing Board of Control what leaked the evidence, when it wasn't at all. It was the Daily Mail. You have to go and listen to it. I strongly recommend you go and listen to the interview today. It's on TalkSports on YouTube. All the way through you can see Ali McCoist's face says it all. Laura Woods looks absolutely confused. Ali McCoist said to him halfway through the interview, do you not think that it was dangerous boiling a fighter down to a weight of 157? And then Eddie says, no, I don't think so. I think it was more dangerous for Conor Benn, putting him at a weight where he's never been at. But Chris Eubanks Jr. has never fought at that weight since he was a kid, since he was 18. So, like I said the other day, you're boiling Chris Eubanks Jr. down and whilst reducing Conor Benn up. So, in my eyes, it's more dangerous for Chris Eubanks Jr. But you have to read the questions, the comments in the comment section after. He's just getting thrashed. To me, I mean, it's completely confused me. I'm not all clued up on all this stuff, but listening to that interview, there were lame arse questions. Eddie was going off boil several times, kept going on about different fighters and things what have happened before, and then he kept saying, I can't say too much. I mean, to me, he's just digging a bigger hole for himself. But I noticed, like I say, how he's gone on TalkSports and not even gone on there when Simon Jordan was on there, a sports correspondent, or the sports journalist, but Simon Jordan, as we all know, has called him a coward. He won't face Simon Jordan. Eddie's saying that I've done loads of interviews about this and all this bollocks, but we all know it's IFL TV, gloves are off and stuff like that. Stations what mess with Eddie. Like I say, if they ask him the proper questions, they won't get access to the fighters. Let me know what you think if you do listen to it. It's a quite good interview, to be fair, but Eddie's just digging himself a hole to me. To me, like I say, in boxing, if you pop dirty, you're a cheat, unless you can provide evidence that you're innocent. And so far, for me, Conor Benn hasn't done that, and neither's Eddie. And I strongly keep saying again, when Jarrell Miller popped dirty, go on YouTube, type it in, Eddie Hearn talking about Jarrell Miller. He made several interviews about him, and he never gave Jarrell Miller any, any time. As far as he was concerned, he was a cheat and that was it. So why not keep the same energy for your fighter? Anyway, it's Talk Sports on YouTube. Let me know what you think. Peace out. Catch you on the next one.